I think where the issue breakdowns gets more useful is in our work in progress screen. The idea is we want to give you more visibility into what's happening. So we have a couple things that have happened this week. So the first thing is issue breakdown. So to show this off, I'm actually going to switch over to our live instance. And so what we're looking at here is the DORA metrics for the Sleuth project itself. Now we can see of all the issues that are referenced in all these deployments, what are their status? But I think where the issue breakdowns gets more useful is in our work in progress screen. So at a glance, what your work in progress screen is showing you is how your code that is still in flight, how they're doing. So for example, I can see that we're actually doing better on coding time than our average. We're doing worse on a review lag time. That's the time between the PR is created and the first review is submitted. So it looks like the work that we have right now is taking longer to get someone to review. If you want to go deeper and understand what exactly is your work in progress, that's where the issue breakdown. So I can see that of the things that are in progress, I have, of the ones that have issues related to them, 3 of them are in review, 2 are in progress, and 1 is still investigating. The idea is we want to give you more visibility into what's happening, not only in what has already happened, but what's currently happening. Environment drift. Let me go back to Sleuth over here. So Sleuth has its origins in being a deployment tracker. So it's tracking what ships to production in your different environments. You can see over here that Sleuth is tracking for us, it's tracking production and staging. Some companies have a QA environment or another pre-prod, or they might put different regions in here. In our particular case, what we do is we ship it to staging, and then once it's happy on staging for a certain amount of time, it's automatically promoted to production. But if for whatever reason that link breaks, then staging can start to get quite far ahead of production. So Sleuth had a way to show you this. If you go over to your code deployment page, you'll see this thing on the left which says environment drift, production to staging. Now in this particular case, there is no changes. Everything that's on staging is in production, and that's generally how we like it. If staging got too far ahead of production, before we would say, hey, you're 1 deploy ahead. And that was it. So now when there is a change, you'll be able to click here. There'll be a summary, of course, be able to click here and then see actually all the different deploys, all the commits that are in one environment and not in another. So for example, let's say that you're deploying to your dev environment, you're staging every night, but you only deploy to prod once a week or once a month. This helps you understand that when you deploy to prod, here are all the changes that are going to be involved. Or maybe your QA environment is different than your staging environment, and you want to know if I promote QA to staging, what's going to happen? It'll list all the different things. And then we have some new articles that have been going up. There's been a couple really interesting ones that I like lately. Last time, if you missed the Sleuth TV Live last time, I had 4 different people on talking about how they use DORA metrics and how it's useful for them. So that was pretty cool. I really liked that one, as well as some customer interviews that had a lot of useful information. And that is the month in Sleuth.